Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, wherever you are on this beautiful planet. And thank you so much for joining me today. We have lots to talk about, and I'm actually going to split this up into different recordings. But today, I want to give a quick update because I have been sort of missing in action for a little bit. And there's a good reason for that. So, since February, we have been receiving a lot of upgrades. What does that mean? We have a physical body and a light body. Our light body has been getting a lot of light codes that we are integrating and have been integrating and are continuing to integrate. There has been a timeline jump as well, meaning things, how they worked in the past, no longer work. There's different ways of manifesting, different ways of acting, thinking, and behaving in this new timeline. If you choose to remain status quo, you will experience a more difficult time. Earth is ascending. We are ascending. If you choose to remain the same, remain within your pain body, remain stuck in your programs, repeat patterns that are not of service to you and your higher self, you will learn lessons, so you let go of anything that does not serve you. So you have a choice to come on board now and experience the higher timeline, the different timeline, or remain the way you are and experience more hardship so you get to learn, you get to wake up to the new timeline. The new timeline we have jumped on, or that is available to all of us, works on a different frequency and wavelength. And I will get more into that in the second video that I'm going to release very shortly. But just know, if you've gone through very strange experiences the last couple of weeks, know that this is all happening for a reason, that you are shifting, that you are changing. You may be experiencing nausea again, a feeling that you're watching a movie, that you're observing things from a different perspective. You may have still headaches, pains in the body, in the physical body, because you are upgrading, meaning the light body is changing and upgrading, and this affects your physical body as well. So whatever you're holding on to, whatever your darkness, the dark spots, some entities that are attached or energies that are attached are being released, or you have a chance to release them. I have gotten a lot of intel, upgrades, and downloads about new ways to manifest in this new timeline. And this is another video I'm going to do shortly, how to manifest with this new energy and frequency. And I'm also told that you will personally, each one of you, get hints and clues that a real timeline change has happened. There's two different timelines that are active at this moment. For me, for example, just yesterday I tested myself. There was a possibility of me doing something that would not have been very authentic, kind of like a cheating situation. And I heard my higher self say, "Don't do it. It doesn't work anymore." And I listened to that. I went with the authentic thing to do in this situation. But I said, show me that I am doing the right thing, and I will get rewarded for doing the right thing. Lo and behold, 5 minutes later, everything worked out perfectly, and I got handed an even better situation than the one I had dealt with 5 minutes later, showing me that if I choose higher self, authentic, if I choose truth, if I choose honesty, that you will get rewarded in this new timeline. The old timeline, we know it was dog eat dog world. You cheat, you get ahead. You're a bad person. You get ahead and get rich. That is gone. This timeline is ceasing to exist. It's dropping away. And you have the chance now to create the life and future you want by being authentic, by being truthful, by being of service to God and humanity. This is really happening now. You can manifest and create a future without having to bow down to the darkness. So, if you find that you are getting triggered at this moment, that you are facing a lot of difficult things or situations or people that are upsetting your daily life, that upset your core belief system, that shake your world, this is a sign that you still have a program, that you still have behavioral patterns, ways you think that don't work anymore, programs you need to let go of. This is all for you. Is it a lesson you have not learned yet? If you're in a repeat situation, in a relationship that repeats itself with different people, work related, is it because you're not standing up for yourself? Is it because you're afraid to voice your opinion? Whatever it is, if this keeps repeating, it is a lesson you haven't learned. So do it now because you want to jump on this new timeline. And it will continue, but the big ones that keep hitting you in the face, tackle them straight on, head on, go for them. Jump into the new timeline. When you master all these big lessons, the little ones will keep coming and kind of fine-tuning you. But the big ones where you're afraid to do something or afraid to face something, that is, once you get that done, it will shift you on a new timeline. So all the stuff you've been hanging on or avoiding or being afraid of doing, that it now is the time to clean your house because it's time to jump on the new timeline. I can't repeat that more often. You have an opportunity to create a better life for yourself, to get out of the cycle of misery. It's here and it's ripe for the taking. And anyone can do it. Anyone. There is no chosen ones. You can change your life today. Do what you need to do to get on that timeline. And once you're on that timeline, there's wonderful, amazing opportunities to create an amazing world for yourself, for your family, for your loved ones, and for all of humanity. So this light upgrade that we're getting, it is just teaching us or making it possible for us to become the true light beings that we always were. We forgot who we are. For thousands of years, we did not know who we were. And now, at this moment in time, we are remembering. We are given the opportunity to remember who we are, what we are, and how powerful we are. So take this opportunity and rise up. It just means you're rising, you're raising your frequency, you're rising higher. This is just such a gift. And your power is limitless. And you're going to realize how important it is to wake up to the illusion, to the fog, to the trance we've been under, the atrocities that have been done to us for so long. But we are in charge and we can change what has happened to us so it will no longer happen to us. So this timeline jump is for anybody. But some people may choose not to do it. It may be too hard for them. It may be that they don't want to come to the light side, that they want to upgrade. They may be stuck in patterns that are really dark, that stuff has worked for them for hundreds of years, for the last 10 years since they were born, I don't know, and they don't want to change. They are so indoctrinated with what they think the truth is, with their patterns, with fear, that they can't change or don't want to change. And that is okay. They will get another chance to do this. But do not go out and with your ego, try to convert people, try to make them understand. Let each individual allow themselves or himself, herself, allow to follow their natural path, to follow their destiny. If they choose not to jump into the higher timeline, that is their choice. And you have to let that be. And no matter how hard it is to watch people around you who you love stay in a dark place, that is their choice. You can lead with kindness and love, but you're not here to indoctrinate and force someone to see things your way. So let God do its thing. Let the universe do its thing. Let Source do its thing. Let Earth do her thing. Just let it unfold. So, by jumping or accessing this new timeline, you really have to let go of your past, of things that have worked for you in the past, because they no longer do. So the more you hang on to things how they were in the past, the harder it is for you to live day by day in this new reality, in this new timeline. So let go of stuff that no longer works for you. Remember, you are upgrading, you're changing your perspective, your awareness is changing of how things are, how things work. Your point of view is changing, your DNA body is changing, your light body is changing. So anything that has worked in the past cannot work because you're changing. Everything is changing. So it is important to not stick with old programming, because it's just going to hold you down and make your day-to-day life, as I said, much harder than it's supposed to be. So listen to your inner voice. This is your higher self. This is you, your highest possible consciousness, your source consciousness speaking to you. Listen to your intuition. It's if you have a problem, ask your higher self for guidance. It is within, and you can access this knowledge at all times. You don't need to go anywhere else. You don't need gods or angels or anything else to ask for guidance and help. You help yourself. Your higher self helps yourself. Your highest form of consciousness, the expression of source consciousness, is you talking to you, because you are the embodiment of consciousness on this planet in your body, and you are connected to higher source with your higher self. So you can get information you need or guidance you need by hearing your inner voice. Some people hear it. Some people get visuals. Some people get dreams. Some people may hear a song on the radio or see a number sequence. You will have a friend or a stranger come up to you and say something, and it will click into, oh. So your higher self will come in many shapes and forms for you to get the message. So don't worry if you think, oh my God, I don't know what a higher self is, or if I listen to it, what it is. It will come, so you'll know. It's your gut feeling. You will know when you get that message. So when you jump into this newer, higher timeline, remember that it is a spiritual upgrade, a consciousness upgrade. Your physical body will stay in this timeline, in the old timeline, but your consciousness is raised and lifted to a higher level. Now, as I begin to understand, or I think I understand it, on this newer timeline, there is actual physical bodies as well, and we are merging with them. Well, this goes way into quantum physics, multiverses, a multitude of timelines that are accessible to us. But basically, we fuse bodies. We kind of remain the same, but our consciousness is definitely changing and rising. Again, this is something a way deeper to dive into with different timelines, what it really looks like. But basically, just remember you are upgrading your light body and your consciousness, and to really work on yourself to get on this timeline. And don't make it harder for yourself by hanging on to what no longer serves you. Kind of look at it as a video game, right? There's basic levels you have to complete in order to move to the next level and upgrade. This is the same thing you're pretty much doing. And with every new level comes new powers and new abilities. And that's what you are getting into. You will access new powers and new abilities that were always there, but you haven't had a chance to access them. So this new timeline will bring amazing new opportunities for you. And the reason why you've had hardship or why you've had tough lessons on this planet, physical, spiritual, emotional lessons, is so you are growing with every lesson you succeed in, you master, you move onward, and they fall away. So what happens every time you master an issue, you master a lesson, you graduate and you get more access to a little more power. So the universe cannot allow you to access your full potential and your full power because you wouldn't know how to handle it. You cannot give sharp scissors and knives to an infant or a toddler. This is the same principle that the universe is applying to us. They're teaching us to be responsible for ourselves and for our abilities. So now you have the ability and chance to jump on a major, beautiful, higher timeline, to access way more opportunities than you've ever had, and chances you've ever had, and powers you've ever had. So I will keep doing follow-up videos because I've had some amazing revelations on the body, on the chakra system, on the frequency that we're accessing now. And I will share that in the very near future. For now, I thank you so much for listening. Please do like, share, and follow. And I send you all the best and wish you the best. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.